Alrighty, today is Monday, November 29th. We've been putting in the work today. Amanda and I were here basically all day. A couple updates though, because I didn't film anything, I don't think, yesterday. I think I was here for a second yesterday and I didn't film anything, so I'll talk about that in a second. We were supposed to be here early today. I actually woke up at 8:30, I was gonna be here by 9:30 because our landscaping tree removal guys, Mark's Multiple Landscaping, I'll put the links in the description. A good buddy of mine has the tree removal business, and he was going to take care of all the stuff today. He hit me up yesterday, said he was coming today. It kind of snowed a little bit though, so that kind of got thrown off, so hopefully that'll happen tomorrow. But I ended up coming out here like right around noon, and then Amanda and I were here all day. Let me take you over here though for a second into the office, which is, look at all that. I'm pretty sure I might have mentioned that before, but I was here yesterday just for a little bit. Didn't do too much work, and this is what I kind of accomplished and tried to test out here. Trying to shave off some of this stuff with an oscillating tool, so then we can take the vinyl plank and put it like underneath, rather than having to go around here. I was told that is the best way to do that. So that is something we're trying to go with. Might have to do a little bit more or whatever, but that is something we're gonna have to do literally at every single door jamb. But I was playing with that yesterday. The flooring installation has just kind of stalled since the other day, but that's not a big deal. Me and Amanda were out here today. We were working on a bunch of different things, mainly painting, and we got a big amount of stuff done. So Amanda painted this whole closet in here, our coat closet. I had the ceiling painted yesterday. I took care of that. I think it was yesterday or 2 days ago or something. And then Amanda painted all the walls and everything. She painted a bunch of times, multiple coats. We took off some of the cord round in here. We're painting the baseboards. We have a little bit more to, kind of work on there at the top. But this is looking great. The inside, the trim and everything like that. I think the door was already painted. We worked on just like kind of touching up the insides of the door, like right in here-ish, and then all that. Working on that baseboard over there. We worked on a couple of these other baseboards, taking out some more quarter round and stuff because we're gonna be flooring here very soon. Just kind of touching up some things. Still need to paint this, at least the outside of the bathroom door, but we'll take care of that. And we were gonna hang this door, but we'll be back here again tomorrow. So I think we're gonna put this pantry door on, which is over there. I kind of touched up a little bit. And then also, this is just kind of a funny thing. There was a shelf up here, like a board, and these people, when they put this air conditioner in, they just drilled a circular hole right through it. So I had to take an oscillating tool to get it out, because there was like wood here, and then I took a circular saw and I just kind of cut it a little bit better. I mean, I could make it even straighter and stuff, but it's in the coat closet and I really don't care. And I hope the coat closet is gone one day, so it's whatever. But I painted this. Still need to do a couple more, like I think the back side needs a coat or something like that. But we worked on that. Worked on our downstairs door here. That's pretty much done. Got to work on the reverse side and all that and kind of touch up some of the trim and everything. But we're looking pretty good. We are almost completely done, other than like in the kitchen and then like the radiators and stuff. We need to work on some of that. But like I said, we'll be back tomorrow. We'll hit it again. I'm gonna probably take off this door by the time we're done working here tomorrow, because that's kind of my strategy as I paint the front door, or the front of the doors, the insides or whatever and all that, and then we take it off the hinges. We touch up like where the hinges are, and then we throw out the old stuff. We throw out the old hinges, and we have new stuff to replace it with. So we're moving. Super excited. Tomorrow, probably a little bit more painting. Hopefully that'll be like the last big day of kind of painting for the most part. And I can try to focus more on trying to get these small cuts. Cause like, again, I'm gonna go back in here because the flooring is obviously the big deal here very soon. It is very straightforward to get to this level. You know what I'm saying? Like we made 2 little cuts for the radiator pipes, just like with a jigsaw. But then like it's very simple to get from that wall to like out here, but like getting through shit, that's like slightly more difficult and slightly more time consuming just when you're making the cuts. And I haven't even tried to do it yet. So that's where we're at on that. And then this one's just like annoying, like you gotta make a cut around a corner and then you gotta go underneath the trim. So I just have to work on all that, get my little oscillating tool out. And it's not mine, it's my dad's, but it's an awesome tool. And yeah, just kind of go to work there. But we are looking absolutely fan-fucking-tastic. I'm very excited about this. I need to order some shades because, you know, it's shadeless in here. Funny, I actually had a buddy of mine. We were in the kitchen earlier today, and we were just like kind of sitting there talking to Amanda and I. And my buddy must have passed, and he sent me a message right away. He's like, standing up, looking out the window isn't gonna get the work done. I was like, yeah, we definitely need shades in this bitch. So we're working on it, but that's the update. I actually have to go play hockey. I probably have paint in my hair and shit. Yes, I do. That's it. So we're gonna be back here tomorrow. I will talk to you then. All right, so it is Tuesday, November 30th. From the last clip, it was last night, just a quick one. We talked about all the painting and stuff we did. Amanda's here again. We're working on it. Let me show you a couple things, and then we got an interesting development here going on. Amanda finished up this door here on the coat closet, and then all of the stuff inside, it's looking fresh. And then we have our trim and our door almost complete here to go downstairs. All of that's looking great. That's a little board for the shelf in the closet there. And then we got Mark's Multiple Landscaping pulling up to take down this big ass tree here. It's large, you can't even see the top of it from inside. And he's got 3 trucks, one in the front, and just went out and greeted him. And there's 2 more in the back. Yeah, they're taking out a lot of shit. They're doing a lot of work for us. Happy about that. It's gonna look phenomenal when it's all done with all that shit taken out of there. Big tree, some bushes and stuff. I think I mentioned it before, but I'll show you after. Yeah, another good day. We're getting there. They're taking it down. Oh, Jesus. A little bit of wires, but it's down. Taking care of the back too. This place is gonna look freaking nice. These boys do great work. The big limbs are coming down. Look at this. Whoa. Update on the back here. Looking pretty good. All right, so day 1 in the books on the tree removal and everything. Let's take a quick gander. We have a tree still, but less of a tree. So that's looking phenomenal. Very excited about that. Took care of the little stumps over here. That's awesome. And yeah, let's go check out the back real quick. If we look at over here on the side, this big root is gone. That's fantastic. I don't have to run over that with a lawnmower anymore. And then down in the back, we have our stump is gone. Awesome, another little stump gone. And we're nice and sodded back here with all of our little shrub things. Those are gone. And then this little thing that was over here, bush type thing, also gone. All grass. I'm very excited because I'm not gonna have to you know, go around all this stuff with a lawnmower. It's gonna be a lot easier to cut and maintain. And we like low maintenance. All right, today is December 1st, 2021. Just wanna give a quick update on how I'm feeling about this project right now and just kind of like the lay of the land for today. Specifically, it's going all right. We got a lot of things to do still, but we're getting there. The reason I wanted to talk about that was because I made a huge list of all the tasks, and there's a lot of them, and probably still more to add. And I'll talk about it when we get back there, but we have certain things, like almost deadlines at this point, that we need to hit. But we'll start here up at the front and talk about what's gonna happen today. Plan is for our boys at Mark's Multiple Landscaping to come and get the rest of the tree. You can't even see this tree, it's so big from this window right here. But they cut out probably about half of it. Gonna come back, knock the rest of it down. I gave the update yesterday, but that's you know, that's kind of what we're looking at today as far as that goes. If we go over here, Man and I did a bunch of work yesterday. Let me try to turn this light on. There we go. This closet is pretty much complete now. All painted around the trim of this door. Maybe need some touch up still there. Painted the actual downstairs door, removed it. Gonna put it back on here soon. Still gonna paint the radiators. Still gonna buy some shades because we need shades there. And then if I get this thing to kind of focus a little bit there. We gotta patch that up. I gotta replace all the outlets. I'm just naming random shit that I'm just thinking about here. But all in all, everything's painted in here. It's looking pretty good. If I try to get like a kind of a wide shot, it looks a lot different. It's gonna look fantastic here. And yeah, we're gonna get rid of all this flooring because it's gonna go on the floor. But let's walk over here. We hung the pantry door. I don't know how much of this I said, but we hung the pantry door. It's looking good, fresh with the things. I also fixed this door a little bit because it was kind of messed up. Still has like a screw in it, I think, that's kind of giving us some trouble, making a little weird noises, but that's all right. Painted the bathroom door as well. This hallway specifically is going to look pretty cool, all white with black accents, and then a black Nest thermostat there. This is somewhat cleaner, but we're still using a lot of that stuff. Obviously, might hang these doors at some point. But my biggest task today is going to be this flooring. Now we're going to walk back here because I'm going to walk you through what's in my mind. I need to get this flooring out the door, right? So the shortest, let's talk about this. We have a deadline. It is December 1st. We have a deadline of December 14th to have the living room. I don't know the best way to put it. Like, the living room needs to be maybe inhabitable is the best way to put it, kind of. But the point of it is that we need to have the living room floor done because we need to put furniture in there. It's going to come on the 14th. Value City has called me multiple times and asked if we want to take it earlier. I said no because we are we're trying to remodel this. So the point of this is the painting is pretty much done in there. So we're good on that, but we need to get the floor down because we don't want to be moving the furniture like excessively while it gets here, because that's how shit breaks. So what I'm saying is we started in here with the floor because it was the most logical flow with the way you lay and stuff, which I've talked about in other videos. But the point is that we need to get the shortest path to the living room, if it makes sense, is like I need to continue this floor out here. I need to work into the hallway, across the hallway here. I could go in there, but if I really wanted to like make sure I get to the living room as fast as possible, I need to like get it up to the door here or up to like this wall, because that's the way you lay it. Like, you can't just like start laying it somewhere else because then you'll have problems. You got to be continuous with it. So if we can get it out into here, we go down the wall here, and then we come out into the living room. I can start in here. Now, do I necessarily want to like start in here today if I could get to this hallway? Not necessarily, because there's still a couple other things to do, but it's all about like timing. I feel like what I'm experiencing right now is like what people experience in like new home construction, where they have like several different contractors coming through, but I'm just, me, Amanda, her parents, my parents, we're all kind of like just doing bits and pieces of the work. And I'm kind of like the person that knows like the most about kind of where everything's at and what we need to do and everything. So it's just like timing, again, is really what it is, because I need to talk about this, because like this is, if you've been following this, like all the different things that we've done. If you ever tried to renovate a house, you probably know my pain. If you don't, then maybe I'm teaching you something, hopefully, I don't know, whatever. But there's other things that I need to do that are like in the rooms, for instance, right? We got to replace the outlets. That's not that big of a deal. It doesn't make that much of a mess, but we have to, maybe install a light there. We're definitely gonna install a light. I don't think that's gonna make that much of a mess, but again, it's just about the finish work. It's like the floor is absolutely a finished item. You're gonna see it, you're gonna be on it. You don't wanna make it too dirty. You can always kind of clean it. It's durable and stuff, but it's like you don't wanna screw it up, right? Because you spent money on it, you're gonna install it, you don't wanna screw it up. And then like this door up here, that is gonna get changed somehow. I mean, a metal access door or something else, like where there's trim and like a push-up door or something, I don't know. But like that's another thing, is like we're gonna have to change that. But then imagine there'd be flooring down here. It's just not ideal. Like, you want that to be done before, because then I'd have to paint that door. I could paint it when it's down, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just those types of things are just kind of annoying in a project like this, I would say, because like I don't want to say I didn't time it out properly, but like with the furniture coming too, we also want to move in. You know, I'm just kind of rambling, but that's just, I think it's important though. Those are important details that if you're going to try to do something like this and you've learned from other people that have done it, maybe a bit or two from like this project and what we've showed, there's just a lot of shit that goes into it. I can't even imagine how people do this when they live in the house or when they don't have somewhere else to stay. We're obviously very fortunate with our parents that we still lived at home and we can kind of just come and, you know, to and fro here and like, you know, do the stuff and then go home and sleep if we want. You know, we stay here sometimes, but it's obviously not comfortable here. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. There's more shit to do. We're working. I got to get to work. And with all that said, most of the painting, like I said, is pretty much done. So what I'm actually going to work on today is I'm going to work on this floor here. And I'm going to work on definitely this row here, getting this around this door and kind of like into the hallway. Because, you know, we gotta get going here. If I feel like if I actually work on this and I work on getting these trims undercut and then like the door casing there undercut and then get the stuff around it and cut those the way they're supposed to be, I think we could make some serious progress here. We can kind of scoot around and do some cool stuff. But, you know, worst case scenario, we just put drop cloths or something on the floor if we have to work. It's not gonna be the end of the world, and we'll get closer to our goal here of getting in this house. So I'm gonna get to work. All right, quick update here. I've been trying to work on some of the floor, what I would call preparation, because this floor, again, not hard to lay. Hard-ish to plan, but once you understand it, it's not like hard to plan. It's just, you know, making it easier on yourself. This is one of the things that I knew I was gonna have to do, but like I didn't fully understand it, I guess, at the time. And it's not even really that hard. It's just one of those new things. It's like, that makes sense, but that's kind of a pain in the ass. And like your situation might vary, I guess, from case to case, possibly. But it's undercutting the door jambs. So in this office here, you know, it has a bed in it now, but it won't. This was very easy. Like literally to get from that wall over there all the way to here, the only thing we had to really use, and I bought stuff to make it easier, but the only thing we really had to do was, and you wouldn't have even had to do this if you didn't have radiator heat, is you could see the little pipe back there. We had to notch out like just a little bit there. We could have even made a circle, but it doesn't matter. Like we just made a little notch around that. And then for everything else, you know, it was just kind of planning. So like the creases or the joints weren't real close to each other, but that's just, you know, just thinking about it in your head. And the other thing that we needed, you could have done this with a knife and just scored and snapped it, but I bought this beautiful thing. I'll put the link in the description. This definitely does help if you're doing like a big thing. I would highly recommend it because it makes it a lot easier. But you just mark it and you cut it. So my point is, from over there to over here, all we had to use was that little thing and then a jigsaw 2 little times, which you might not have even needed to do. So very easy. But then once you get to the end of a room, you're gonna have to cut long ways because obviously a full plank won't fit in there. And I apologize about the horrid lighting here, I think, from what it looks like on my end. But like you can see, like this is not the same length, right? So we're gonna have to cut long ways. That's not even that hard. We'll figure out how to do that probably with a circular saw or something. But then over here and over there in that closet, I have to undercut the door jamb. So you can kind of see actually, this cord is underneath here right now. This is what I mean. Is like the board needs to be able to fit underneath the door. Something like this. Now that looks beautiful, you know, especially if I touch up the paint a little bit or whatever and kind of clean that off. That's gonna look great. But the point is that this didn't start out like this. It started out like this, right? And I might have talked about this the other day, I'm not sure, but now I'm really getting into it. And you know, you just have to take a little oscillating tool. And if you don't have an oscillating tool, I'll put a link in the description. Remember, this is my dad's, but if you'd have to do this with a little hand saw, and that seems like that would suck. My recommendation would be to try to get like a wider blade, something like one of these, which I don't think this fits this specific one, but try to get something like that so you can just cover more surface area as you're like trying to cut under here. Because again, you're trying to get this look like this, where, you know, you go and you pop it in like that. It's gonna look beautiful. But the point is that like, I just didn't know enough information about this, like that part of it, when I was installing. And I guess that's because like, I think when people think of vinyl plank, they don't think of, when people are talking to you about vinyl plank, I don't think they're assuming you're gonna do a whole house. I think they think you're just gonna kind of do like one room most of the time. But if you're gonna do a big space, a lot more planning and a lot more of those little details like that. Just something to think about. And you know, those better tools for the job, like, you know, that cutter, a jigsaw, maybe a circular saw, stuff like that I think really is gonna come in handy. But what I've just done is I had one of those closet door jamb, you know, sides. I had one of those that I messed around with the other day, and then today I just did the other 3. So now, technically, I guess we're good in this room. I'd have to lay the rest of that underlayment down, and then I'd have to just keep, you know, try to cut around this. That's another thing, is like trying to just cut around the little, you know, jogged in edges and underneath and all that. Trying to mark that and cut it, but I don't know, it's going well. The only other thing that I'm gonna say real quick, then I gotta get back to work here, is the underlayment. There are definitely still staples in this floor that I couldn't get out because they're like broken. I'm gonna hit them in with a hammer. But if you go back, you know that like I was like told to and told not to use an underlayment because this floor already has an underpad. This underlayment specifically, I think is gonna do wonders because it's not like really soft, but it provides like a lot of support. And again, I'll put links to everything in the description. But I think it's gonna really help because if there is anything kind of slightly popping up, it just gives another layer of protection before the floor. Because if you did have like a nail and you put a nail or screw or something sticking up, I'm pretty sure over time, like you're walking on it, like the floor is gonna like, it's kind of gonna try to protrude through the stuff. I don't know, obviously I haven't had that happen, but I've heard that. So yeah, but that's where we're at. Here's some of the little pieces that I've cut out of that under thing so you can kind of get an idea. I don't know. Nobody tells you how much to cut out. I guess just so the board can fit under. So, all right, back to work. We've got a wedge in the tree here. Just gonna try to take it down. Timber. Nice. Alrighty, a couple things here. It is in the afternoon and I am absolutely exhausted and very hungry, so I'm gonna need to get some food here soon. But let's talk about a couple things because I've been trying to do a couple things. All of these doors, the closet there, the office door, the bedroom door, the bedroom closet doors, bathroom, linen closet, pantry, all of them have been like the little casings of the doors here and everything, like the trim, have been undercut, so they should all be good now. Should be prepped in that manner. Happy about that. That wasn't too hard of a job, but it was just kind of annoying, so we did that. Then what we should still do is we should still kind of like go around and maybe touch up some paint. I would recommend that. You know, if you're trying to do something like this, maybe like, you know, try to do that a little bit. The next problem though that I ran into was I was just playing around with the floor here. And this right here is like the it's very funny that like this is the first project we're ever doing with this. And I was told, like, and I need to actually talk about this. I was told that this was gonna be easy. Maybe not easy isn't the right word, but like people rave about luxury vinyl plank, and I love it. I love the look and I love the product in general, but like, once again, it requires much more than people said that it was gonna require, or people like, at least, I don't know, these fucking people on YouTube, these DIY guys, they don't tell you all the fucking corner cases, literally corner cases that you have to run into. And I'm gonna show you one here. So like, there's no way for me to get this plank in here properly. Like, I cut it to be around this and it's gonna look good and everything, right? But I put it in here And if you try to line it up and everything, there's no way for me to get this plank into this locking mechanism. Like I could try, but you have to tilt this up and lock it in. And it's not gonna work because like it's under here and it's kind of like on this side here, and this is just like a known thing. It's very difficult to do this. So what I think I'm gonna have to do, based on other research that I've done, is plane the bottom edge of the board underneath it, like rip the little groove off and then put some glue in there and then glue these. And that's not really something that like I wanted to do, but I don't think there's another way for specific parts like this and like that, where you have to get it like under a door jamb and then there's other stuff on the other side. You can't like slide it in because there's, you know, that's the case there. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at on that. And I need to get this piece right here and then, you know, the piece over there, I need to get both of those in. And I'm pretty sure that I'm gonna need to do that plane and glue method on both of those in order to get that in there and then get out into the hallway. So yeah, this is just kind of annoying that these things keep happening. But I mean, this is kind of like this is kind of I guess the lay of the land when you do home renovating. But point is that LVP is still cool, but that's just really annoying, like stupid shit like that. And it's just, I just get like, when I try to tell somebody something, random rant, when I try to tell somebody how to do something, like I try to like envision the problems they could run into and tell them. And I just didn't really feel like, I never heard of this problem. But then once I looked it up, the guy said that he has it on like every single installation. So it's just annoying, but we'll get through it and we'll do what we need to do here. I guess I need a little planer and I need some glue. And yeah. But we did cut that cut out there with the jigsaw. I mean, jigsaw works great for this. I would recommend that. The length cut, I'm probably going to try a circular saw. I think that's going to be the best. And then I was playing around with this piece over here, and I think what I'm going to do is get a little small piece to start off right here. It'll, you know, once I cut it, it'll be around here, and then I'll put a long piece, full piece that just has like a little bit of a notch in there. Should be able to work that fine, and then we'll finish up that row when we get there. But I'm not even really concerned with that too much because we need to get out into this hallway, like I said, so we can go that way. We can work on the living room eventually. But yeah, that's where we're at on that. Let's go take a look outside because they finished the tree removals and stuff, and it's gonna look way different. All right, so this is after day 2. Looking like there's nothing out there. That's a good sign. Got the little stumps taken care of, the little stumps for those little bushes that were up there. There's a big ass tree here. That big ass tree is gone. Nothing too crazy. The Ethernet cable kind of took a tumble there. You can kind of see the fiber cable from the line, but that's all right. I'll just screw that back in. Yeah, I don't know why this root is still here, but I assume it's gonna die in any way, and I'll just pull it out. I think we're gonna get this redone at some point. This sidewalk, because it kind of like bows up there from those roots that were in this big ass tree, and it looks like that was probably like that probably went under, and like, you know, there was other stuff over here and all that sort of stuff. So just gonna keep an eye on it. They're gonna come back tomorrow, lay some grass and everything, and then we'll pretty much just wait until spring, and then hopefully it grows all nicely. I'll throw a picture on the screen of what it looks like from across the street because I'm not going to go over there right now. Yeah, I'm happy with it. Like I said, we're probably going to get some landscaping done for this ivy and stuff. We're probably going to pull that out of there, maybe get some like rock or something like that. Not sure what we're going to do with that wall yet. Same thing over here on this side with this ivy. It'll just continue to look incrementally better as we continue to upgrade. But I'm loving it. It's definitely a huge improvement. If you're in the Pittsburgh area, definitely hit up Mark's Multiple Landscaping. I'll put their information in the description. Great dudes, known them all for a very long time, and they do great work, so couldn't recommend them more.